Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Platinum Drifter here, and this is my first look into the Mazda GT3 Vision car. Now, this car, I don't know much about it, but I drove it for this first race, and it proved me wrong big time. It is one hell of a car. It's quick. It's easy to drive. It doesn't spin out of sharp corners when you put the power down. Fair enough, I made a couple of mistakes in this race, but they were my own problems. That wasn't anything to do with the car. It was just how I went into corners and how I kind of positioned myself on the track. But for anybody that's even starting out to use a car or maybe even get into the racing side of this game and they're wanting a fast GT3 car, that'd be the car I'd pick now at this stage. There's a couple of other cars there along the line. There's the BMW, the GTR, the Merc, and even the Beetle can be fast as well, but the car I'd go for, the Mazda, all the way. This car proved me wrong. It's nothing like its older brother. The old Mazda GT3 car it's nowhere near, that car is nowhere near as good as their new one. It's kind of designed maybe a bit like the Merc. You can see the Merc behind us there, it has a similar body shape to that, but whatever they done to this one anyway, it's unbelievable. They must have thrown a F1 engine or something into it, because the scream of it sounds absolutely deadly. I like the car anyway. It's a great car. Like I said, handling wise, it performs better than you expect. Now, I was doing this race with a controller. My wheel is put away, and it's still responsive. Does exactly what you want it to do. I was able to drive, throw the car out maybe a bit, and mess around with it, but I was trying to, figure stuff out, and what can I go or what can I do on it, and find limits. And I couldn't even find them in this race. This car has a lot to offer, especially for the money. 450k, come on, you are not going to buy a better car for 450k for racing in GT3 if you weren't used to any others than that one. It is absolutely phenomenal. Like I said before, the race, this was my first race in this car. It was actually the first time I ever went around this track in this car, and it is just a demon of a car. It just looks nasty in the front, it looks like a devil. If you've seen this coming in your rear view, you'll know this car means business. It's just absolutely deadly. I wouldn't suggest any other car than this one now at the moment. Everyone seems to be going on about how bad Mazda was, and they wouldn't use Mazda in, in the most common cars now you'd see in GT3 are the Beetle, the BMW, the GTR, and the Merc. Maybe a couple of Supers as well. It all depends on what you like. But I guarantee you that the Mazda GT3 Concepts Vision car is going to be the new kid on the block. It's going to take over the GT3 racing in this game by a mile. I guarantee you, when the daily races come out next week, from Monday morning on, after 12 European time, or the Ireland time, this car is going to be all over the place. It is going to be everywhere. If you don't have one, I suggest buying one now, driving it around a couple of tracks, get used to it, and then go for it then when it comes to the races, because this yoke is going to take over big time. I'm really starting to like it, and this was my first race. I've done a couple of races afterwards with it because I had problems with the setup on my computer, and for some reason the game or the setup wasn't allowing me to use my voice. So I raced on with it for a couple of hours, and it just got better and better and better and better for every race I done. You know, me, like, I haven't even came out of the, well, top 5 with this car yet, and I've raced it about 15 times. I've started in the back of the pack, I've started in the front, I've started mid pack, I've started all over, like, and I'm still finishing in the top 5, which is not too bad considering this car has only after been released. So, you know, I've actually got, I put up the, you know, the lap times for you. You know, you'll see lap times, you know, there's the leaders, there's my lap time, like, you know, 2:41. That was a terrible lap, but I was in the back of the pack. I put on display all, you can see the times now of who's setting the laps. So we got 1:25 that time, you know. There we go, 1:25, 1:26, or 2:26, sorry. There we, where am I? Look at the 2:25. I had the fastest lap in that race, or so far. Like, look, you can see it down the bottom, 2:25.251. Like I say, the first time racing the car. You know, if I was able to show you the clock, I would, no problem. But I can't actually see it. Honest, you'd see there was no miles or mileage points or miles put on it or kilometers put on the car at all. I done one lap. I'll be honest, I done one lap of a practice lap on it before the race had actually started. I didn't use the 40 seconds or whatever you get, or 50 seconds of a time limit to go around the track, like, you know, and burst on. I just straight into the race, and I was putting up to a lot of lads, like, you know, considering I don't actually drive the car or never drove it before, which a lot of people won't, considering it's only out, I suppose. Good man, Steve. But yeah, there we go, lads. That is the GT3 car of the year, I'd say, so far, right in front of you. Like, if you don't have it, buy it. If you can't buy it, rob the bank, get the credit cards, pay the whatever, £2 or €2 or $2 or whatever it is to buy it. It's worth it, and that is being truthful about it. If you have the money there, buy 10 of them if you can. They're just an absolute demon of a yoke to go. Like, they're unbelievable. Their handling is absolutely crazy. Like, as you can see, that Viper should be eating me off the road, but he couldn't even catch me. But I suppose that wouldn't have helped me now. But I still got fourth overall in this play, or this race, even with the 1 second penalty. Like, that's how much of a gap I have between him and the next car. And I think he made a boo-boo coming around this corner. No, he didn't. But yeah, there we go. 2:23.680 was the lap time I got. You know, that's very quick considering, like, the top boys, top racers in the world. Now remember, this is with a controller, but the top racers in the world, I think, went around this track in 2 minutes 20, or maybe it was lower, maybe it's 2:15 or something, or 2:16. But first time using this car, 2:23 fastest lap. That's not too bad. Anyways, I will catch you in the next video. Peace. As you can see, there's a load of things I have to go back through, a lot of races, you know, that they've done over the past. And there you go. Look at the GT Vision, or the Mazda RX Vision GT3 concept car 1, 2, and 3. There's 3 videos that I uploaded or saved. Tokyo Express, that is going to be a funny video. American dudes that are drag racers decided they were going to race. They haven't got a clue, and then ended up unfriending me and deleting me off everything and all this kind of stuff as well. So yeah, shout out to Team Pro Street for fucking them up, because they deserve to be fucked over now. Team Black Hornet Racing is the name of their drag team. If you know them, delete them. If you hate them already. I'm on your team regardless of who you are. And I think that Pro or TPS and Stupid Fast, yeah, they said they knew you lads and basically talk shit about yous, told me that yous were dopes and all this. Look, I don't care, whatever happened in the past is the past with me. I'm only out here to have a bit of fun. Simple as that. I'll be back on the drag strip soon. But yeah, much respect to you lads after this because they are full of shit. Right. Anyways, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.